Okay, here is a rare treat. Color Changing Sapphire. This 3.8 carat piece of uncut sapphire changes colors under different lighting from purple to red to green. Everyone knows that sapphire is a rare and beautiful gemstone, but to find a color change sapphire, that is incredibly rare. To explain color change, one needs to understand that a red gemstone, for example, appears red because it absorbs all the frequencies of light except for red. In contrast, a gemstone that absorbs all the frequencies of light except blue and red appear blue when the light is rich in blue wavelengths, and red when the light source is rich in red wavelengths. So you need to understand that the different types of lighting, such as incandescent lighting and fluorescent lighting, are rich in the different wavelengths that have the color. So fluorescent lighting is rich in the blue wavelengths, and incandescent lighting is rich in red wavelengths. So a color change gemstone may appear blue under fluorescent lighting and red under incandescent lighting. The most widely known by consumers of color change gemstones is, of course, alexandrite. And alexandrite is a chrysoberyl family, not a corundum family. Sapphire and ruby is corundum family. So they're closely related, but alexandrite is a color change gemstone, and very rarely you can find color change sapphires like this one. This is one time where I think a spoiler is actually appropriate. And so here is the final stone, where you can see how it displays the different colors. Awesome. Okay, now that you know how this video is going to turn out, and that this piece of rough is going to turn into a beautiful gemstone, let's go back to the beginning. The rough piece of sapphire was kind of rectangular shaped, and I have a cool rectangular or emerald shaped design that I want to try out, and it's called Gentleman's Choice. The late Jeff Graham designed this gem cut, Gentleman's Choice, back in 2003, and the cutting instructions can be found in his book, edition number 8. You can find all of Jeff's books at The Rock Peddler, and if anyone knows of any other source of Jeff's books, please let us all know in the comments. Jeff designed Gentleman's Choice to look like a traditional man's ring, maybe like a mason's ring or something. So let's see how it turns out. Okay, this is our color change sapphire. And for our design of Gentleman's Choice, we need to put the stone into the index. With the index at 96 degrees, we want one of the shorter sides, which are right now at the top and the bottom, as opposed to the longer sides now at the top and bottom. So we want to put it like that into the quill when the quill is at 96 degrees, like it is there. So it just needs to be eyeballed. So that's about where we need it. And then we tighten up our quill, and we're ready to start cutting on our color change sapphire. Just finished pre-polishing our color change sapphire with a 320 topper lap. Again, a topper lap is a lap that doesn't have any backing to it. It's very thin, and you need to set it on some other master lap. I use those for the rougher grits. I would not use them for the finer grits because they're thin. They kind of sometimes will warp, so it'll be kind of bouncy surface. They're disposable. I mean, basically they're a cheaper lap for the rough cuts. You can get them from China, or you can get some better ones from High Tech in the U.S. But that's what a topper is. So I just want to check our sapphire. I keep worrying that I'm going to lose my color change. So one type of light, green. The other light, violet, still there. I haven't messed up the color yet. We're still working on it though. Alright, so next will be a 600 grit diamond on a topper, and we'll continue to work on our color change sapphire. Okay, I finished pre-polishing our sapphire with 3000 diamond on a bat lap. Now I'll move to 8000 diamond and then 14,000 and a final polish with 50,000 diamond on a bat lap. So let's see if the colors are still there. So it's a white light green. This is a kind of a brighter white light, still green. Strobe light, I don't know why that comes with my flashlight. And then the ultraviolet purple. So far so good, haven't lost a color yet. So we'll move to the 8000 grit diamond on a bat lap. Finished polishing the pavilion of our color change sapphire. 60K diamond and a bat lap. And now I'll transfer the stone and the tops and cut and polish the top half or the crown of our stone. Okay, we've got our dops set up in the transfer jig. We just need to add a drop of super glue, in this case into the bottom cone. I've already put a little piece of putty in the very bottom of the cone to protect the culet of the stone. Push the top down and turn the transfer jig over, and just make sure that the glue does not go down the side of the stone, because it's not a big deal. It's just that it would gum up the dops, and it could, if you start cutting the through the glue, it could cause you to the stone to come unseated. And make sure that the glue is also on the dop. So we'll just let that dry. I've got another project to work on. I'll let this dry overnight, and then we'll cut the top half of our stone. Oh wait, I know. Let's check one more time. I guess I don't ever get tired of checking to see if it's still green. And purple. Yep, it's still got the color change in it. Alright, I finished pre-polishing our color change sapphire, and it's purple under this light and green under this light, so all is still well. Next step is to use a 3000 grit diamond on a bat lap, and then we'll go to the 14,000 and then the 50,000. I finished polishing our color change sapphire with bat lap and 50,000 diamond grit, so now I'll put it in acetone and let that dissolve the super glue, and tomorrow we'll take it out and weigh it and measure it, make sure the color change is still good, which I'm sure it is, and send it off to BOPIE. Overall, this design, gentleman's choice, cuts fast and easy, and I feel that, in my opinion, if you have already cut at least 3 or 4 gemstones minimum, you'll be able to tackle this design no problem. Go give it a try and enjoy. Happy fastening, everyone.